Imagine a country where the air is so pure, the rivers run free, and nature takes priority over the industry. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, this place is real and it is called Bhutan. But here is the big question. How did Bhutan, a small country tucked in the Himalayas, achieve something most countries can only dream of? Bhutan is officially the world's first carbon negative country. But what does that mean? And what can we learn from them? Stick around and let's find it out together. To understand Bhutan's success, we first need to look at their unusual choice, which is Gross National Happiness or GNH. Now, unlike most countries that measure success with money through GDP or Gross Domestic Product, Bhutan values happiness and well-being over everything. So what is this GNH all about? It's actually a way of thinking that says real success is more than money. It's about making sure that people are happy, healthy, and living in harmony with nature. For over 50 years, the Bhutan government has put happiness and the environment before the profits. It is this focus on happiness and protecting the land that sets Bhutan apart. But there is another secret to Bhutan's carbon negative success. Bhutan keeps its forest green. Bhutan is very green. In fact, forests cover over 70% of the country. These forests are like huge natural air cleaners. They soak up the carbon dioxide from the air, which helps fight global warming. So how much carbon does Bhutan produce? Surprisingly, Bhutan creates only about 2.2 million tons of CO2 in a year. But their forests absorb nearly 3 times that amount. This means Bhutan is not just carbon neutral, they are carbon negative. They absorb more CO2 than they can produce. Now, how do they do all this? It's not all nature's work. Bhutan's government has put in some smart laws. One law says that at least 60% of Bhutan's land must stay covered with forests. This helps make sure that the future generations will also benefit from this natural carbon absorbing power. But Bhutan did not stop with forests. They went one step further with renewable energy and clean choices. Now the country is full of fast flowing rivers, perfect for generating hydropower, which is a clean and renewable source of energy. With these rivers, Bhutan makes so much electricity that they have extra to sell to their neighbors like India. By using hydropower, Bhutan doesn't need to burn coal or gas to produce electricity. This means even fewer emissions. To help people use less wood for heating, the government also provides free electricity to farmers and rural communities. This is how they can keep their homes warm without harming the environment. Bhutan has also introduced electric cars and even offers subsidies to make them affordable for everyone. Bhutan is also careful about protecting its wildlife and biodiversity. They have something called as biological corridors. These corridors are like safe pathways connecting the national parks so that animals can roam freely across the country. Imagine a country where animals don't have to worry about roads, cities, or factories blocking their paths. These corridors help animals adapt to climate change and stay safe. And for tourism, Bhutan has strict rules to protect its land. Tourists must pay a daily fee, which helps keep the visitor numbers very low and nature preserved. But of course, not every country can follow Bhutan's exact plan. Bhutan has a very small population, vast forests, and very low industrial needs, which makes it very easier for them to stay carbon negative. Yet, they are still an inspiring example for the whole world. So what does Bhutan's story mean for countries like India? India has been working on more renewable energy like solar power and on reducing the pollution. Bhutan shows that even small countries can make huge difference in protecting the earth. India and other countries can actually learn from Bhutan by focusing more on green energy, protecting the forests, and encouraging sustainable lifestyles. What are the key takeaways from this? First is the forests and climate warriors. Forests are like Bhutan's, they absorb huge amounts of CO2, helping combat climate change. Number 2 is happiness over wealth. Bhutan's focus on gross national happiness shows that true progress values well-being and not just economic growth. Number 3 is renewable energy matters. Clean energy like Bhutan's hydropower can significantly reduce the emissions. And number 4 is nature protection is essential. Protect the wildlife and natural spaces ensure a healthier, sustainable future for all. Now that you know how Bhutan achieved the impossible, let us think of what we can change in our lives to help the planet. But before you go, here is a small quiz for you. Which of these animals is known to be found in Bhutan's forests? Is it tiger, kangaroo, penguin, or camel? Let us know your answer in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring stories from around the world. Thanks for watching and see you next time.